forgot about tonight. And I was actually talking to Mont on video stream at the time because I had just sat down, and all of a sudden I got a click on my phone that goes, "Matt has just started the call. Would you like to join?" And I was like, "Hey Mont, love you, brother, but I got to go. There's modeling to be done."
That's right. Hey YouTubes, it's Mom of the Mats. I'm Matt.
I'm Mrs. Matt 1.
And there's
Oh,
the other
sorry.
Mats. On the Skype, we're joined by Jim Lore, Corey Phillips, Marion Morris, and John Allman is out walking the dog. So
walking the dog.
Tonight's panelist. Let's
Yes.
say it like McLaughlin group.
Yes.
Issue 1. AMT kit.
Are they worth it?
No, next one.
Will they ever build them? It'll Can they be fixed? No.
How to answer Viva Las Vegas for every question.
Well, John's got to be in the room for that. Or Marion. Well, Marion's here. He can represent the whole Viva Las Vegas crowd.
Yes.
Amen.
Yes. Let's see. Let's bring that up.
Uh-oh, what the heck am I supposed to do there?
You know, something or other.
Use glue.
There we go. Bring that
Speaking
up.
of, I think my... Well, crap.
Yeah.
That's disappointing. Huh. I think my sprue goo just gave up the ghost.
Uh-oh. How and why?
It's not solid. Well, one, I don't think I used it enough. Two, which is a good thing, I guess, since when you build Tamiya models, you don't, or Tamiya or however the heck you say it, you tend not to use that thick filler. So I've kind of ignored it on my shelf, and now it looks like melted chocolate.
Just add some more extra thin into it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it will bring it back to life.
Bring me back to life. Bring me back. Oh, well, okay. Well, it's fortunate because that just went sideways too. What? This bottle of extra thin that I've had for an eon.
You woke it back up?
And then I'm about to.
Okay.
Unleash the beast.
See if I can get this poured in there without making a mess.
Can you hand me that box lid right there? The PBY, yeah. Yep.
Wow.
So Marion, here's what I'm going to be doing for the monogram kit.
Is it big and orange?
No. It's big and blue.
Sorry, it's gotta be big and orange.
Big and orange?
Mine's big and orange.
This is big and orange.
Yeah.
Mine's a Revell. My X1 is a Revell.
Yeah, it's a Revell kit.
Yeah.
It's a Revell monogram, which you said didn't count.
Yeah.
That's right.
Okay, I need something.
Here's the one I'm
more.
going to do, Tiffany. And here's one wing of it.
Oh my gosh.
It has another one that matches that.
You're gonna need a bigger bench.
Oh, that's just one side of it. That's, I love the size of that kit.
That's half of it.
Change my mind. I'm going oils.
No oils?
I've
Alright.
made my what color?
Going oils there, alright. So what's everybody working on?
I'm building a Grand Marquis. No, I'm back to doing the X1 actually.
All right.
It's been a hot minute.
So does this mean that the kitchen's done?
We're calling it done. Yes.
Done enough?
Well, yeah. Tomorrow is paint day, and then I gotta put 2 light fixtures in, but that's it.
Gotcha.
Cool. That's awesome.
Yeah. So that's what I was telling John earlier. It's like normally a kitchen will run anywhere from anywhere from $10,000 to $25,000 depending on what you do, and ours was sort of a full gut. We did it for 7
Nice.
because we did it all ourselves. And I'll tell you, Wendy, she should probably become a GQ or a GC.
Oh, the next Bob Deal.
Maybe, because I mean, she got it all together. She got all the materials together. I did the easy part.
Me too.
Did the grunt work?
Yeah. But we look pretty good. And yes, when the painting is all done and the light fixtures are up, I'm just gonna do a walk around video and post it.
Okay.
You want to do my basement next?
Right.
No, I do not.
Oh.
No, well, we just got done with ours. Our basement's already done. So I now understand why those guys get paid a lot of money. Yeah, that the tile work made my shoulders burn. The flooring work made my knees hurt. And now I just hear vinyl plank flooring and my knees lock up. So yeah.
Okay, man.
I'm gonna have to work.
What do you want to do to your basement?
Finish it.
It's all concrete, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
It's actually not that bad. I framed up. We moved a wall. We insulated everything, and we reused the paneling that we had. But if you want to do drywall, it's actually not that bad. So I would highly recommend visiting YouTube University to learn how to frame. There's a couple of really great videos on how to do that. And then you just got to get it done.
That just sounds an awful lot like work.
But You're
Yes.
a hardworking guy. I know you are.
Only when I have to be.
You don't want to
You
come
should
home.
try with your new wife. That's always fun.
Doubtful.
Here's the thing: if your marriage can survive me and Wendy are still together. We did the basement, the bathroom, and the kitchen, and we still like each other. So yeah, there it is. Because I was telling her, I told her, I said, there are some couples that don't survive this. She's like, really? I'm like, yeah. I thought it was fun. She sat in a chair. She actually did a lot of work. She's been doing most of the painting. She put together all the cabinets. She painted all the cabinets, and that's after she already painted the old cabinets, and we had to tear them out. Yeah, that sucked. Yeah, she did a lot. But I am glad it's over. So then next week we're going to Springfield to celebrate.
Well, that's right.
That's right.
We got MozCon.
I wonder because I downloaded I downloaded the PDFs for the show because the entry fee is also on there too. I think it's like $10 to get in, and then like $3 for every model over 11.
That's doable.
Yeah. Now, did I see on the modeling with the match page that they're only going to have one vendor there?
No. They sold 99 tables.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so they have lots
I'm
of
not gonna
vendors.
have a whole lot of money, which I wonder how much the raffles are
$20
per ticket.
No, for like 10 usually.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. There's how I'm gonna get my models right there.
Yep.
You gotta visit that crazy Marion vendor.
Oh, you gonna be selling?
Yeah.
Are you really? Oh, that'll be awesome.
What?
I don't know.
What you selling, Marion?
Stuff.
Oh.
And stuff.
Don't tease us like that. Come on now.
Now, my wife doesn't know what I'm selling, so you shouldn't either.
Oh. Yeah, but you're
But he'll have like 2 models there. Well, I told her I was gonna sell some stuff.
No.
gonna say you're selling to your audience here.
Well,
We just moved it from Marion's house to our house.
Yeah, so you can it down there.
Isn't that kind of what we do now?
Saves the trip.
Yeah,
Right?
No shipping required.
that's right.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I've got an F9F Panther of yours, Matt one.
Yes.
That was
Yeah, one of my F1, an F1 car I gave you.
yeah, I got that. And then I also have the Voodoo, the 106, the reconnaissance version.
101.
oh, thanks.
Yes.
The 101. The 101 reconnaissance.
Yeah, the F101. Yeah. That, I won that in the raffle that you put in.
Right.
All right, I'll put it together.
Oh, this AMT kid's getting close to being chucked across the room.
Oh.
Oh, I'm gonna watch that.
I'm gonna throw this kid,
Are you
I'm
gonna
gonna throw a
throw it
kid
across
across the room.
Who is?
Matt.
Me and Matt are in sync today.
Listen, I just
So
don't
you and Marion are shaking paints.
We're shaking the paint, baby. We're shaking the paint.
I don't
Nice
understand
mask.
the quality control department at AMT because I'm pretty sure either they don't have one or they're all blind.
I was gonna say, do they actually have the quality control department in A?
I would almost assume not.
I bet they use the same temps as Solari do. It looks good to me. All right.
Quality
Let's get
what?
it out the door. Quality is awesome.
You
I
lost
love
me at
keywords. Yeah.
No. In Ilaria, you gotta have that Italian accent.
Hey, I love the Q word. Say that the Americans say everybody.
Property doopity.
Hey, I'm Italian. Did you think I wouldn't be able to pull that off? You need to eat. You're so skinny. His grandma would say. You're a growing boy. She says that to the fat people. You need to eat.
Like, no, I don't. I'm being an enabler.
She said she would actually take Matt one and sit him down and feed him until he exploded. And she would take Corey and feed him till he exploded because he's a grown boy.
He's growing boy.
You'll be lucky
The
to.
high insults.
Hey, you want to talk to my brother Vito?
Yeah. Be sent to go get your own switch
Yeah.
for
That has
disrespect.
happened many a time.
Yes, it has.
Hey, thanks.
Grandpa was a woodworker.
Alright.
How much
Well, I think I've
standing
sort
for
of
one
brought
man
it
here?
back to life. It's now gloopy.
Yeah, just keep adding some more.
I already did. I'm mixing like mad here.
Now keep adding more into it.
The model's full.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, never mind. Then Then don't add any
We're
more.
gonna miss the we're gonna miss the subdivision garage sale
Oh,
Oh.
Yep.
next weekend.
oh man,
Is that sarcasm or is that a real bummer?
this is a real
No, it's
bummer.
a real bummer because I like doing it. I like going around buying other people's crap.
We're gonna do that next week anyway.
I was gonna say, that's why we go to model
different type of
shows.
crap.
Yeah, that's true. That's why we go to model shows, so we can buy other people's stuff that their wives are telling them to get rid of. Right, Marion?
I got my blues
No.
jacket, my blues blanket, my hockey card. Matt found Band of Brothers for a quarter,
That's right.
that he still hasn't watched.
That is correct. I haven't watched it yet.
You haven't. You're kidding.
I-
Yeah.
If you had spent more for it, you would have watched it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to watch with Aiden.
To watch.
And he's not he's not to that
I
pay
still watch
level
Team
yet.
America yet.
Speaking of,
What?
what's your name?
I have
Mostly
that.
appropriate.
Ben?
That's good.
I'm gonna say
That's
hi to the
good.
YouTubes. No.
I am shocked by that, Mr. Lord.
Since I've seen parts of the movie, I kind of am too. 'Cause from what I saw, it looks pretty darn funny.
It is incredibly
America,
funny.
F yeah.
Oh, Team America, yeah.
The end of the day, yeah.
Yeah, I do love that movie.
Do you have the bench cam left?
I
I've
do.
never seen it.
What is great is the solo by Kim Jong-il.
Yeah, I'm so Ronry. I'm so Ronry.
YouTube can see it.
Okay. Now, let's see if I can get it on the model. This one.
You're asking a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What is your laptop saga over?
Oh yeah, I'm totally done with it. It's sitting downstairs looking all sad and screenless.
I can't remember how it ended, other than they
Okay.
basically said they couldn't fix it.
That's exactly what they said. So what I did is the laptop that they loaned me is a Dell, and it's not bad. That's the one I'm on now. It's not bad, but it's not mine. And I bought it for a steal. I mean, it was like less than $200. And
For a decent laptop, yeah, that's a good deal.
yeah. I miss mine because I had it all stickered up and it looked beautiful. And yeah. So now it's just looking like, and they were able to clone it onto this new one, which, you know, so now I didn't lose any of my data, which is awesome. Because I have my whole D&D world on there, and that would have been really sad for my players.
That's
Okay, we have to
important
start over.
Oh.
Yeah. All my maps that I
You just made me
made.
nauseous.
Yeah. After I drew all the maps and all my notes, and yeah. Yeah, I was not a happy guy. So yeah, unfortunately, I would also state that I would not take any computer to that place. They did eventually work with me a little bit, but I have never actually had a computer place say, "Oh, I'm sorry, we can't fix your computer."
Yeah, that's a little ridiculous. I mean, not
It's
saying
not-
that it was impossible to fix, but, you know, if you're going to open a business that fixes computers, I would expect you to be able to fix a computer.
Thank you. That's yes. 100%. Yes.
If you didn't think you could fix it from the get-go, you shouldn't have taken the job.
Exactly. Which is why that's all they got was the cost of the new laptop. I didn't have to
So,
pay for any parts.
What if it's probably one of those places where they don't actually really fix computers? They'll like do a defrag on it, call it fixing, but all they're really trying to do is buy a
This is
new
swapping
computer?
parts. Yeah, that's it. They're swapping parts. So, and it's funny because they said, well, you might be able to take it to Micro Center. I'm like, well, why didn't I do that to begin with? Oh, no. What? You're not a lot of help here, buddy.
Micro Center's well worth the drive every
Yes,
single
but
time.
I don't want to spend more money for somebody to tell me.
And we'd like to thank not our new sponsor.
To get to the part.
Right. No. So and I hate to say it because the owner actually contacted me and he was very nice,
Okay.
but yeah, I would not go back there, unfortunately. I hate to say that, but it's true.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm sorry, yeah, a computer repair shop that can't fix computers isn't very,
Helpful.
helpful.
It's like a car repair shop that can't fix cars.
Right?
Yeah.
Well,
Well, there are some like that.
I was gonna say I've been to some that are like that.
So.
There's one on 47 that's like that.
47. Oh, you're talking about.
I'm not mentioning names because I do not want to affect it with the show, but
Stay for the after
yes,
party.
the one in between Union and St. Clair.
Oh, I know which one you're on. Yeah. Okay, yeah.
So like from between like between Union and St. Clair, so you're like meaning like if I was using like an analogy, like something between like A to Z maybe?
You know, yeah, if you were going from point A to point Z, that would definitely be somewhere in between.
Gotcha. All right. Yeah.
Subtle.
They YouTube certified.
They're using.
Oh, that's excellent.
Hey, Matt, too. I'm YouTube certified, baby.
Yeah.
So that was actually the next saga that I had. So I have a 2010 Mustang, as everybody knows, and she's my baby. I love her to death. Her name is actually Glamorous Glennis, named after this airplane that I'm working on right here. So I was getting water in the passenger floor of the car, and normally that means heater cord.
Was it coolant or is it water?
No, it's water. It was water. I checked because I was like panicked in the fact that I thought it was the heater core. It was not.
Drain plug?
Yes.
Yeah.
So evidently, right behind where the windshield drains down, right there behind the cowling, there's this massive gap that has two drain plugs. And in the 05 to 12 Mustangs, they can get. So when I pulled off the panel to look at it, it also happens to be where my cabin air filter is at.
So wet.
No, it wasn't, but it was nasty. But there was 6 inches of standing water in that gap.
Whoa.
And for whatever reason, Ford, in their infinite wisdom, their engineers go, you know what? If it doesn't do that, let's have it leak into the car.
Well, that way you know about it.
Well, there's something wrong. So yeah, I pulled that plug and all that water came puking out, and I mean it's all over the carport. It was horrible. It was literally clogged up. And when I first looked at it, because it's got these little rubber things that like diverters, I just took those out. I just threw them away because whatever. But when I first looked at it, I thought it was a dead chicken in there because I see all these sticks and stuff coming out of it.
Dead chicken.
Yeah, it was gross. But it did fix it. Then I shampooed the car, so now my lovely lady will ride in the car again.
That smells good.
Yes, it smells like Shark Hammer Old Spice body wash. It's all I had.
Oh my god.
Some Irish spring flavor.
It works.
Smells like victory.
It did work. It smells like victory. Thank you. Yes, it does. It's like back in the day, you know, we used to take like cotton balls and soak them in Polo, and then stick it in the vents of your car so that your girlfriend didn't get hit with that nasty 50-year-old car smell. Yeah.
Well, I wish I'd known that.
Was I alone in that? I guess I was. I thought everybody did that.
See, I drove a 72 Sun Blazer.
Ooh.
So it's just expected there's a dead mouse somewhere in it.
That's good.
I had a 77 Nova.
Oh, wow.
Two-door. Krieger wheels, hood pins that I put in myself. It was light blue and primer gray. Love that car.
79
When
Ford
I
Granada.
sold it. Ooh. Hey, the Granadas are coming back. People are turning those into hot rods now, which I don't understand, but sure, whatever.
Weighs a bazillion tons.
Oh, yeah.
That's road hugging weight.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
Track
Back when there was enough
Correct.
torque to take it off the ground.
right. It's back when you could open the hood and actually sit in the engine bay and work on the car.
Yep.
Oh, just an inline six. Just give me an inline six.
That's all I had was the inlines. 6-cylinder.
350 small block.
That was to be the first.
Oh, hey, George is on.
Just because
George has joined us.
Not kill those.
Oh, I tried to kill that 250. I was so mad at it one day. I put the car in neutral.
Yeah.
Put a brick on the accelerator, and walked in and went to bed. I got up the next morning and that thing was still screaming outside. It was smoking to beat the band, but it didn't die. I'm like, okay.
Like
you
you're
win.
running out of gas.
No, I was trying to run it out of oil. I had to, because I lived in Barnhart. So for those of you that live in Jefferson County, you know where Barnhart and Harlem, how far away that is. So
Yes.
I used to go to school in Barnhart, and then because I went to Windsor, all of our girlfriends went to Fox. It was just a thing. We never dated in our own school because yeah.
Yeah, they all knew you.
Yeah. Oh, that was part of it. That was definitely part of it. They see me every day and they're like, nope. But I would drive from, yeah. So every day I would leave school and drive to Arnold. And when I got to Fox, I'd have to stop and dump a quart of oil into the engine. Otherwise, it would throw the oil light on the engine. When I finally sold that car, the windshield and the back window both leaked, and I was keeping them dry by sticking folded up big gulp coats in the window so they didn't leak. It worked great. The inner door panels, those were all gone, and both windows were being rolled up and down by vice grips. The driver's side door, I couldn't open it because if I opened it, I would never get it to close. The hinges were shot. And then the day before I actually had, believe it or not, I did trade it in on my next car. When I was on the way there, no, I was in Arnold on my way home. The steering wheel, every time I went to make a right-hand turn, it would lock. So I figured out how to get from Arnold to Barnhart, making all left-hand turns.
You just made the epitome of you can't get there from here.
Yes, I did. There was a lot of turning left in parking lots, doing little donuts, just so I could, yeah. But I got home. I had to go all the way down to. I had to go down to Peevely, which is the next exit past Barnhart, because Barnhart doesn't have a left-handed exit, but Peevely you can go back across the highway. So I could get off and then go left
Right,
and
you
then
come
go
down and
left.
tell me when you're done.
So that rest stop that rest stop in St. Clair is perfect for you.
Oh, it would. That would have been awesome. That would have been awesome. I missed that car.
I'm like a
I
thief.
have a lot of fun memories in that car.
Alright, hey, you guys ready to do some songs?
They definitely don't make. What?
Sure.
You guys ready to do some songs?
I can't.
Oh.
I can't.
It's a
I can't.
stacked lineup on that tonight.
I can't talk about the memories in that car on a PG show. So yeah, I'm ready for some songs.
Alrighty. We got our play-in round. We have Electric Avenue versus California Love.
Ooh.
Yeah.
California Love.
Yes.
Who did
Right.
that one?
Tupac.
Oh.
Oh, California love.
California Love.
Ooh. What was the other choice?
Electric Avenue.
What's the theme tonight?
It is
I'm not a big
Places
Tupac
Part
fan.
2.
I'm gonna go Electric Avenue on that one.
Electric Avenue. Then we take it higher. Do 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 do.
Yep.
Rock it down to Electric Avenue. You'll always get the hum from the Phillips guy.
Yep. Alright, so Corey, we'll start with you. Electric Avenue or California Love?
California love.
Alright. Alright,
I
Marion?
love the Mad Max beginning of that song.
Marion, you Viva Las Vegas in it?
No. Electric Avenue.
Oh, Electric Avenue.
Wow.
Come
Alright.
on, everybody knows that song, dude.
Alright, Matt?
Yeah, come on.
California Love.
California
No,
Love.
just do that.
Alright, John?
I think I'll pass on that one.
Okay.
Sorry.
There's a Viva.
And George responds with, Corey, please sing every song from now on.
Molly with the Matson.
Yep, you're required now. You're stuck.
Yeah.
And Corey Karaoke.
Due to Geneva
California
Convention's
Love.
law.
Ooh!
Electric Avenue.
Tiffany just coined a new term. How about Corey? Say it again.
Modeling with the Mats and Corey Karaoke.
Corey Karaoke.
Ran them at Walmart.
Yeah,
Oh wow.
I would love to take this whole group karaoke in. I love karaoke.
Negative
Let it
Ghost
Ghost
Rider.
Rider.
That is cool.
There's not enough
See, that
alcohol
would
in the
be-
bars to get me up there to drink.
My goal is to get your sister, your brother, to go karaoke.
To
with me.
karaoke?
Ah,
I don't see that
Oh
happening either.
yeah, we're gonna
Eric?
not let him know.
ah.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
I'm
Jim
gonna say I
Lore.
don't have a brother.
Electric Avenue, California Love.
I'm going Electric Avenue.
All
Yeah, I'm
right.
going Electric Avenue on that one.
All right.
Let's just say I'm not a fan of Tupac.
Tiffany,
Electric Avenue.
Electric
I
Avenue.
don't know the other one, so.
Can I just show him, please?
Yes. I need advice on the goggle because I don't like it.
All right, here is Tiffany's Pappy Boyington.
Ooh.
Oh.
I don't like the goggles, so I'm looking for. Well, I don't know that you can really tell. What's my last? My goal is to get him ready for MOSCON.
Okay.
So either do it in like a blue and then put some gloss on it,
Well, the gloss might help.
or paint them like skin, like you can see through them,
Yeah.
and then tint it with some smoke.
So here's the picture that I'm going off of. Can you tell? So that's what I'm
Yeah.
trying to mimic, and it's having a hard time with it.
Yeah, just use Tamiya smoke. But yeah, it looks pretty good. I think it looks okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I probably need to walk away from it. That's
I
usually what
can't.
happens.
What color are the rim of the goggles though?
It's like a silver, kind of an aluminum.
Did
Aluminium.
you look that up and make sure that was right?
Yeah.
Yep.
I thought they were tan, but I don't know.
There are different pictures have
Some of
different
them are.
options, but that's so there's I don't know
Yeah.
that you can tell the colors, but that's the aluminum that I'm going that I went with.
I mean, if you mirror or you tried to mimic mirroring on the goggles, I would go with that. Just stick with it.
Yeah. All right. So Electric Avenue moves
Pretty good to
on.
me.
Yay!
All right, so we got. I had to pick one from what John was giving me earlier, so I went with Meet Me in St. Louis, or excuse me, Meet Me in St. Louis, versus Sweet Home Chicago from the Blues Brothers.
Oh, wow.
You did that to yourself.
Yeah, because originally it was going to be Welcome to New York by Taylor Swift.
Dude.
Jim, was that a sound of you throwing up in your mouth?
No. Was it?
I don't know, I was just wondering. I
You
said
do
Taylor
that sound
Swift,
if
and
you
you were like,
like.
ugh.
You may stop at any point.
I will start a Bartorama.
All right, Georgia got your vote. All right, Corey Phillips.
Sweet Home Chicago.
All right.
Gotta go with my Blues Brothers love,
All
baby.
right. Marion.
Sweet
Meet
Home
me in St. Louis.
All right. Matt.
Sweet Home Chicago.
All right. John.
St. Louis.
All right.
St. Louis.
Tiffany. Lloyd.
St. Louis.
St. Louis. All right. With a 4-3 vote, Sweet Home Chicago moves on.
I didn't vote.
Oh, you did? I'm sorry.
Howdy, hey.
Sorry, Jim.
I didn't vote.
Baby, don't you want
Thought you did.
to go?
Mine's going to be Sweet Home Chicago.
Okay, well then it's 5-3.
Sweet Home Chicago.
Right.
It's just my favorite blues song.
And it's one of the best scenes when they're waving at the police. Howdy, hey. Baby, don't you want to go? But
Nah,
don't
the best-
and that saxophone.
Free orange whip.
The best scene in that movie is we got half a pack of cigarettes, half a tank of gas. They can't catch us.
Oh, I don't know
Mission
about
from
that.
God.
A mission from God.
That's when everybody chooses.
That's the one I choose. It's my favorite scene.
He 4 fried chickens and a Coke.
Full fry, 2 pieces of white toasted bread,
With nothing on them.
4 chickens, and a Coke.
Okay, I can't say the entire scene, but when Juliet
No.
Jake gets out of prison and the guy is going through all his stuff. I'll just say that.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Use prophylactic.
Of course, someone had to say it.
I couldn't help myself on that one.
I've learned a new rule about modeling.
And that is?
Let it dry.
So, when you're mixing your paints in your little paint dish, and you get the perfect color, and you try to recreate that perfect color, but some of the
Oh,
paint at
boy.
the bottom's already dry, you get this nice porridge effect.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wet palette.
Yep. All right. Moving on, we're going across the
Sorry,
pond for
go
this
on.
one. We got London Calling versus coming back to Hollywood
Ooh.
Nights. London Calling, Hollywood Nights.
Hey, we know where Corey's going.
No, you don't.
Ooh.
Oh.
No?
Oh.
All right, Corey, which one are we going with?
You did something so horrible because I do love Seeger. Don't get me wrong,
Hey, that's
but
what I was
London Calling is one of the greatest songs ever. So
One of the
I have to go
greatest
with
songs
London
ever.
Call. Yeah.
So Corey's going London
Everyone
Calling?
tries to go with Anarchy in the UK, but that is the song, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going
Yeah.
with
London Calling?
London Calling.
All right. Marion?
I'll pass.
Okay. Matt?
Gotta go Seeger.
Okay. Hollywood Nights? All right, John?
Pass.
Pass. All right. Jim?
I'm going London Calling.
All right.
I'm a fan of punk.
Tiffany?
Viva Las Vegas.
Viva Las Vegas. All right, waiting for George.
Ooh.
London Calling, Hollywood Nights.
I bet George goes with London Calling.
I don't know.
Now, if it was Night Moves, I would have chose Night Moves.
Yeah, but that's not a. Yeah, I like that song.
Ooh,
Yeah,
maybe.
Kathmandu.
Or Strut.
Oh, there's a lot of them.
There we go.
Again, my favorite one is that famous final scene.
Oh, George might have dropped offline because it only says there's one person in the chat, and that's me right now. So
Ruh-roh.
we'll put him on
You
the
got
clock for a
all
minute,
right,
see if he can get us.
Yeah, boss caught him.
Yeah.
Slacking
Yeah,
off.
boss caught him at work.
He'd just be like, look, on Wednesdays I work from home.
He does. I think he does.
I thought he worked from home all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did everybody watch his stash video?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow. I am so
I
jealous.
no longer consider myself to have a problem.
That's true. This man, you think our stashes are bad. He needs his own room. I don't know how he doesn't have his own room. I mean, yeah, wow. His stash looks like the vendor room at Gateway.
Yeah. Ah, he said his connection dropped out. Yep, and he does pick London. So London Calling moves on.
No more Australians, I'm just saying.
All right, let's see.
Since he's from Australia, isn't it like required that he has to pick the Clash?
No.
Okay, we got Walking in Memphis by Mark Cohn versus One Night in Bangkok.
Oh,
Oh my God.
that is.
What a blast from the past. Oh my. Okay. Did you pick the one night in Bangkok? Did you really?
Did I? What do you mean? I looked up songs that had place names in it, and it was like that was like the number like 4.
Wow.
One night in Bangkok and
I
the
know.
hard man something.
The moment you said it, I heard the song going through my head.
You're
You
welcome.
Go back to your bars, your temples, your massage parlors.
You know.
Wow.
We're raging the kind of maiden I'm contemplating. I'd let you watch. We would invite you, but the queen we use would not excite you.
So Corey, which one are you going with?
Bangkok.
Okay, I was gonna say after you sang like a third of the song, I'd be like Walking in Memphis.
That there.
Marion.
Pass.
Pass. All right. Matt.
What was the other one other than Bangkok? I forgot.
Walking in Memphis.
Yeah, that one.
That one. All right.
He says, "Are you a Christian?" Yes, I am tonight.
It's a good song.
John.
But it's not as good as Bangkok.
It's, yeah.
I'll pass.
You pass. All right. Jim.
Oh, I gotta go one night in Bangkok. Just 'cause now I want to go listen to that song.
Tiffany.
Don't go see the play.
Memphis.
Memphis.
2 different things.
Yeah.
2 way different things.
I hate this multi-piece exhaust crap.
All right. One Night in Bangkok
Man,
moves
that was like
on.
really
Georgia got
cool.
your vote in there too.
Doesn't fit. It just doesn't fit.
All right. So we got Africa by Toto or Africa by Weezer. Because they did it too. And or
Wait, you're
How
talking
can you
about the
vote on
same
2 different
song?
songs?
Yeah.
yeah, they
It's gotta be by the original. It's gotta be the Toto version.
right, but Weezer did a cover of that as well. So versus I'm
And that's
Shipping Up to
versus what?
Boston by Dropkick Murphy.
Come on.
All right,
Wow.
Corey.
I'm shipping off to Boston, baby.
All right.
I almost grabbed my phone and played that because that's one of my ringtones.
Again, you hear it and you just want to go fight.
I'm sorry?
Marion, you doing Africa or are you gonna ship up to Boston?
Africa.
Africa. All right. Matt.
I like Boston.
I'm going Africa.
Africa. All right. John.
I think I'll pass for a change.
Okay. So Viva Las Vegas. Jim.
Oh, I'm going Africa.
Okay. Tiffany.
Africa.
Am I
Africa.
the only one that went to Boston?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Sorry.
My cousin from Boston.
George says, "Hey Jim, my car barely fits in the garage."
You need your own room, my friend. After seeing that stash, yeah, you're gonna need a separate house.
Yeah, that's cool. That's like it's one of those stashes where you're like, "Hey, I wonder if that exists," and you go look, you're like, "Yeah, it does."
Yes, it does. Because if George doesn't have it, they didn't make it.
Pretending to work.
Okay, hey, we got New York, New York, by our buddy Frank,
Ooh.
versus Fresh Prince of Bel Air by our buddy Will Smith.
Fresh Prince.
Wow.
What was it? Fresh Prince and what?
New York, New York. George said, "I started buying kits 25 years ago for his retirement."
New York.
So Tiffany, you got yours.
Well, now you gotta work.
Did you say
Now
New
you
York,
gotta.
New York?
You can't retire now because now
What
you
were the
gotta work
options?
with all those models.
I forgot.
New York, New York, and Fresh Prince of Bel Air.
Fresh Prince.
Fresh Prince. Okay. Okay, Corey, New York or Fresh Prince?
I gotta go with Frankie, guys.
Gotta go with Frank.
Amen.
All right. Oh, there's Marion's vote. All right, Matt.
I was gonna say, here's one that Mary can get behind.
Fresh
Amen.
Prince.
Fresh Prince. John.
Naturally.
Is that Frank Sinatra?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I'll go with that one. New York. New
All
York.
right, Jim.
New York, one of a time.
Jimbo.
And the battery's down.
Oh, I gotta go with Frankie.
All right.
They will pull my Italian card. I'll never get to eat pasta again if I don't.
All right, New York, New
I
York.
can solely hardly back that.
George goes, yeah, it got out of control.
I wouldn't say it got out of control.
No, it's
You
all
just have to build
organized.
your house. It's organized. You know, it's there. You just have to make room for
Having
it.
a second house just for your models. This is my summer home.
I saw
This is
one a
my
while back
172nd
on a YouTube
house.
video. It was
Yeah.
a guy. He wasn't married, and he had a
Which
3-bedroom house. The smallest room in the house was his bedroom, and then what was considered the master bedroom was his modeling closet.
Wow.
So you're talking like a room that's like 16 by 12 or 16 by like 14,
Yeah.
and it was nothing but model
Yeah.
kits. I'm like, that's a problem.
Yep.
That's commitment.
That's hoarding.
Well, he's not married, so it's not really a problem.
Like my mom and
Now, he'll probably never get married. But, you know, hey,
Right.
he has his models.
All right, let's see. Let's finish up this first round. Okay, so we got the next one. We
Maybe he'll meet
got.
somebody that'll model with him.
I know he needs to join Mom with the Mats. Okay, we got No Sleep Till Brooklyn versus Caribbean Queen. George said married to the stash.
Yeah.
Did it.
gonna say there's a song in there somewhere, "Married to the Stash."
No sleep till
It could be a country song, but there's a song in there somewhere.
sung by Burt Reynolds.
There you go.
Yeah,
I'm
married to the stash.
married to the stash.
Depending on where you live in the world, that might have a whole different meaning.
Yeah.
Family
Let's
show.
see.
Family
Heck,
show.
depending on where you live in this county.
Nice.
That is also true.
That is very true.
All right. Okay, Corey, no sleep or Caribbean?
Oh, no sleep.
No sleep. Marion?
No vote.
No vote.
No,
Okay.
abstain.
Viva. All right, Matt.
I gotta go no sleep, even though that's not how I wanted Caribbean Queen to go out.
I am singing. Isn't that
Billy Ocean.
Ocean.
Yeah.
Billy Ocean? I almost said Billie Holiday, and I'm like, that's not the right Billy.
John.
Definitely not the right Billy.
No, that's definitely not the right Billy.
I'll do Viva this time.
Viva this time. All right. Jim?
Oh, I'm gonna go no sleep.
No
From
sleep.
Brooklyn.
No sleep.
No
I'm
sleep.
kind of a Beastie Boys fan.
Mhm. I will say, when that comes
At
up on the
least we're in the
radio,
middle.
everybody else around me hears it too.
Yeah. It's one of those. I'm like, okay, turn this up. Roll down the windows.
All right. Let's see. I left my heart in San Francisco versus Cabo Wabo.
Ooh, come on.
Hey, I just wrote them down.
One of the last great crooners.
Versus Sammy?
Yeah.
Yeah, wow. That's harsh.
All right. Corey, what you gonna go with?
So it's Cabo and what?
I left my heart in San Francisco. Walk away soon.
Make some pants.
Cabo.
Cabo. Okay. Marion?
San Francisco.
San Francisco. Matt?
Cabo.
John?
San Francisco.
All right. Hey, Jim?
Hold on, I'm thinking.
Okay.
Crap.
do
God,
that fast.
Cabo.
You're what?
See, that's why you smell smoke. Cabo.
Cabo. Tiffany, did you vote?
Cabo.
Okay. All right.
It was close.
Cabo won. Moving on. And for a playing round, we got The Electric Avenue versus Folsom Prison Blues by Johnny Cash.
Ooh.
Let's see. If walking to the electric chair could be referred to as walking the electric avenue, the Folsom Prison Blues could be the Electric Avenue.
That train a coming. I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when.
I think
I'm
you know
stuck
Corey's
in
vote.
prison, and time keeps passing on. I hear that whistle blowing on down the San Antone. Yep.
What you going with, Corey?
And the guitar riff on that, ding ding. Electric Boogaloo. No, just kidding. I'm going with Folsom Prison Blues.
All right.
Electric
Marion?
Boogaloo.
Electric Boogaloo.
Johnny Cash.
Johnny Cash.
Yeah, Electric Boogaloo.
Matt?
Hello, my name's Johnny Cash.
Folsom Prison.
Folsom Prison. All right.
Well,
John.
I guess the Folsom Prison.
All right. Jim.
Sounds so thrilled to vote for Volson Kennedy.
I'm gonna go with Johnny Cash too.
All right, Tiffany.
What were they? Sorry.
Folsom Prison Blues or Electric Avenue?
Electric Avenue.
Oh,
I
okay.
don't know. Whatever. I'm not convinced.
He's gonna die on that hill.
I hear that boat a coming. It's coming.
I hear that avenue a coming.
I see that flip a coin fade, and I don't know when.
What?
I don't know.
No. 7-1. Folsom Prison Blues moves on.
Hey, that wasn't a tie.
No. Nowhere in close. All right, so here we go. In the next round, we got London Calling, New York, New York. London Calling, New York, New York.
Joey Ramone, give me strength.
Okay, Corey.
London Calling.
London Calling, all right.
I will die on that hill.
Oh.
You might.
Well, it's like if I was going to get rid of Hollywood Nights to choose London Calling, I'm going to die on the London Calling hill.
Okay. All
All
right.
right.
There's a logic to my methodology.
A shock for you. I will share this vote. Okay. George picked Frank Sinatra.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how about that? I was surprised on that one. So good job, George. Okay, Marion.
Okay.
New York, New York.
New York, New York. Matt. Oh, Matt is muted. See, John.
New York.
All right, Jim.
I'm gonna go Frankie. I got to.
All right.
You're
I
killing me.
like
killing me.
pasta. They'll kill me. I'll end up with Guido in the pinstripe suit of straw. Hey, why did you vote for the Frankie?
He
You
won't
gotta
even
vote
be in
for
the
the Jeremy.
pinstripe. He's gonna knock on your door in one of them ski suit things.
Hey,
That's those are Russians.
Smack you upside your head.
That's the Russians.
Yeah, the Russians are in the tracksuits.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
the
go-
Italians wear the pinstripe suits.
Yeah. The Russians wear the tracksuits and all
Although
that.
when
so.
they're at home, they might do tracksuits, but they don't go out in public like that.
Yes.
I just remember the scene from the end of Casino, and he's chasing the
Well-
guy in the tracksuit guys are chasing the guy down in the woods.
Mm.
Oh, that's Joe Pesci, though. I mean,
Yeah. George says the chairman of the board will come a knocking.
Yeah. They don't call him the chairman of the board for nothing. And
New
he
York,
ain't
New York,
alive.
New York.
So,
Okay.
yeah, no.
No.
I'm not tempting fate in that manner.
New York moves on.
Thank you.
Yeah, George goes, John Wick scared the Russians.
That's right.
John always scares everybody.
John Wick was Russian.
No.
Yes, he was.
He actually was.
What?
Because when he was in
If
the
you
movie.
see the shower scene, he has all the Russian mafia tattoos on his back.
Yeah, and whenever in the second movie he's trying to get out of having the coin played against him, he goes to the Russian mob to try
Wow.
to do it, and they called him family. So yeah,
Okay.
he's Russian.
Okay.
He had to get the brand in part 3.
Yep.
All right, so next one. We have One Night in Bangkok versus Sweet Home Chicago.
Oh my.
Good. Corey?
I'm going to go with Sweet Home Chicago.
Okay. George goes, I thought he was just a hitman they hired for John Wick.
No,
No? Okay.
no, he was family.
All right. Let's see. Marion, you there?
Remember, they even called him
Baba
Baba
Yaga.
Yaga. Yeah, they called him Baba Yaga.
John Wick. They called him Baba Yaga.
No, he's asking the choices.
Oh, One Night in Bangkok versus Sweet Home Chicago.
I'll pass.
Okay. John, how about you?
I'll pass.
Your pass, all
John
right?
passes.
Oh, 2 passes, all right. See, Jim?
I'm gonna go Sweet Home Chicago.
All right. And we got George's vote there. See, Matt's still muted. One Night in Bangkok moves on.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
All right. How about No Sleep Till Brooklyn versus Africa? Corey.
Africa.
Africa. Marion got one?
Africa.
All right. All right. John?
Viva Las Vegas.
All right. Jim?
And
I'm gonna go Africa.
Africa. All right. And Africa moves on. Now let's see. We got
So it's a
Folsom Prison Blues versus Cabo Wabo.
What is it?
Yep. Folsom Prison Blues versus Cabo.
Ooh.
Cabo.
All right. Corey.
Folsom Prison Blues.
All right.
Man in Black, baby.
Marion.
Folsom Prison.
All right. Matt. Yo, mooted.
Folsom for sure.
Folsom. All right. John.
I'll go Folsom.
All right. Jim.
I'm gonna go with the Man in Black myself.
All right.
It's hard to beat Johnny Cash.
Yep. Georgia got yours.
They have like a really big stink.
George looked it up and said Google says John Wick was born in a Russian village and orphaned.
You're welcome.
Zhodani Jovanovich is his real name.
Ah.
He was a Belarusian SSR from the Ruska Roma family, September 2nd, 1964.
Wow. Is that when he's born?
That was when he was born.
Wow.
September 2nd, 1964.
Wow. Okay.
He's older than me. Okay.
All right. Let's see. So we got our final four is Folsom Prison Blues versus New York, New York, and One Night in Bangkok versus Africa. So we have 3 of the 6 continents covered.
I really can't believe that One Night in Bangkok made it to the final.
I know.
I am shocked. I'm shocked.
I thought there were 7 continents.
Are there 7?
Is that like Pluto went away?
Yeah. There's
Pluto's
7.
back.
Yeah, I miscounted.
Now, Pluto's back. Pluto is now counted as a planet. I watched something the other day about that, so yeah.
It has
So let's make a
moons.
vote on here.
It has moons. It is a planet.
Folsom Prison Blues, New York,
Those
New
aren't
York.
moons.
New York, New York.
The
Okay.
space station.
It is a space
And
station.
One Night in
It's
Bangkok,
a
Africa.
train.
Africa.
All right, I got your votes here. So, all right, so
North America, South America, Europe,
Asia, Africa,
Asia, Africa, Australia.
Australia, and Antarctica.
California.
Oh, Antarctica, the Arctic, yeah.
Yeah.
So 7.
Yeah.
And then hopefully very soon, California.
All right, Corey Phillips. Folsom Prison Blues, New York, New York.
Folsom Prison Blues again.
Again. All right. Marion.
Johnny Cash.
Johnny Cash. Wow. Blows out Frank. All right. All right. Hey, Matt.
Right.
I will concur with that.
Going with Folsom? Let's see. You got George's vote. Okay. John. Folsom or New York?
New York.
New York.
There we go. There we go.
All right. Jim.
I'm gonna go Frank Sinatra.
All right. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is a 4-4 tie.
I knew
Oh,
it.
boy.
I knew it.
The fake coin. I told you it was gonna come up. I said it.
Stupid fake coin.
It's true, he did say that.
It's the reason why we did away with them.
True, he did say it.
Stupid fake coin.
Stupid fake coin.
Okay.
I got you dead. Oh, here's my fake coin.
It should
Folsom,
be 2
Folsom
out of
Prison,
3
New York,
rolls.
New York. All right, so Folsom is heads, tails is New York. Can you look for a second for me?
Heads.
Heads. Folsom moves on.
As it should.
You're gonna get the knock on the door. Hey,
I'm sorry,
Hey,
have you
yo.
seen Next to Kin?
Coin of fate. Coin of fate. Coin of fate.
I think Guido doesn't care.
All right, one night in Bangkok, Africa. Corey.
Unbelievable.
Africa.
All right. Marion.
Africa.
All right. Matt.
Yeah, Africa.
Africa. John.
You forgot where you're at. America.
I thought we were in the final.
Ah.
I'm gonna go New York, New York.
Okay. Jim.
I gotta go with Panama.
Africa.
Africa. Africa. Africa moves on. Oh, now, all right. Y'all created this.
I know.
Folsom Prison Blues versus Africa. Are you gonna bless the rain?
Easy peasy.
I hear this win a coming. It's coming around the bend.
Yeah.
I think you're wrong.
No, see, I almost said it. It's Folsom Prison for me before I sing something wrong.
Gotcha. Oh, George says down. Let's see. Down under, we have a game called 2 Up. 3 coins are tossed. It's statistically better.
Oh yeah, I like
Ah.
that.
I don't know if that'll help here, George. I don't like the coin of fate.
Yeah.
I think it should be a dice roll myself. But
What? Odds and evens? Still
Used to
50-50.
be.
Yeah.
20-sided dice.
Don't have a D2.
No, but you got a D. You could use anything. D6, D4, D20. You just divide it in half.
This is odds and evens.
Yep.
Why don't you just go 17-sided die? And
What is that, a dodecahedron?
They make a 7-sided die.
Did you make a 7-sided die?
Mm-hmm.
I actually have a 100-sided die.
I do too.
Hard to roll that.
Ball.
It's big. Yeah, it looks like a golf ball.
You have to roll it in a box or it just goes everywhere.
Yeah, it just goes everywhere. It's never ending.
that's called a ping pong ball, isn't it?
I call it throwing it at my players when they're not paying attention.
All right, Marion. Folsom Prisoner, Africa.
Folsom Prison.
All right, going for the man in black
It's almost like
again.
you're asking where we would rather go.
Yeah.
Do you want to go to Folsom Prison? Do you want to go to Africa?
Hey, Matt.
Gee.
Folsom Prison.
Folsom Prison.
Depending on where in Africa, I'd still want to go to Folsom Prison.
I would have to agree with that statement.
John.
Folsom Prison.
All right.
I've been to Africa, so that's why I say Folsom Prison.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jim.
The Burundi region of the Congo is not a friendly place.
Never been to Africa.
Jim.
Africa.
Africa. All
I'm
right.
gonna die on that hill.
Tiffany.
Africa.
Africa.
Fucking you up.
Yeah, that's my girl. There we go.
It's so
I
good.
bless the rain.
All right.
I believe.
George goes, eaten by a lion or prison?
Eaten by a lion.
Eaten by a giant crocodile called Gustav.
I'll take that over going to prison. I would not survive well in prison.
Oh. George said the
Hey,
next
boy,
list should
yeah.
be ways to go.
100
I like
ways
that
to
one.
die. Dumb ways to die. Many dumb ways to die.
Cause we're
Watch
TNT
Faces of Death.
Dynamite. There you go. No,
Yeah,
Dirty
we need Part
Deeds.
of that in there too, yeah.
Dirty Deeds.
Yep.
Dirty deeds. Dumb.
Concrete shoes. Cyanide.
Neckties. High explosives.
Gee.
All right.
This ain't that kind of show, man. No.
Yeah,
That was,
it is.
That was off The Simpsons, I think. That was Flanders' version.
First it was Flanders. And who won?
Folsom Prison Blues is our winner.
Criminals, you'd rather go to prison in Africa.
I was like, why is Corey yelling?
Ah.
Oh, yeah.
It is so rare that my choice ever makes it actually to the end.
So say, Marions went all the way.
It did.
The number 1 seed went all the way through.
Okay, if I leave this here.
I'm
that's fine.
still shocked that
Go
One
with
Night at Bangkok made it to the Final Four.
I know. It was at number 15.
Yeah, I was thinking No Sleep Till Brooklyn would have made it to the Final Four.
Yeah. It was at
I
number
would've thought
3.
so, too.
Yeah. Yeah.
It wasn't for a lack of trying. I do like that song.
Yeah, let's see. It was a number 1 seed, a number 5 seed, a number 15, and a number 6. So,
Wow.
yeah. Yeah, Walking to Memphis was a 2 seed. So, all the same. But yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
It's a good song.
Yeah.
It is a good song, but it's, you know.
When you hear Walking in Memphis, you really don't get inspired to like the end of the song.
Well, and it's not
Some
one of
of
those
these
songs
other
where you're
songs-
driving down the road, you crank that. You don't do that. I mean, you sing along, but Folsom Prison Blues, Africa. I mean, Africa is the song you put on the jukebox at any bar, and I guarantee you the whole bar's going to start singing. It's a thing.
And
Yep,
I
so-
definitely want to thank you guys for introducing me to these paints.
Oh, the
With
Okay.
the art painter?
Yeah.
Oh, the speed paints.
The little metallic in it, I mixed it with a little bit of that, polished silver. And it really gave the Bird of Prey a very nice kind of metallic sheen to it that's I like. Now I'm just waiting for everything to dry.
Welcome to modeling.
All right, so next week, that's because I have to do some research on ways to die.
Oh, I love that. That would be. I mean, what a cool.
Poison. You got two versions of Poison. You got Poison by Alice Cooper. You got Poison by Belgium DeVoe.
Yeah.
You got the band Poison.
Well, we're not talking about bands. It has to be the song.
Or are you just talking about ways to die?
Songs that have ways to die in it.
Oh, okay.
You
Okay.
didn't turn the title.
Oh,
In
I
the
took
title.
Drive 55.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye, Tiffany.
Highway to Hell. And
Highway to Hell.
Yeah.
All right.
Detroit Rock City.
The first band to ever use a car crash as a musical instrument.
So next week is going to be colors. So here's our list that I was able to get.
I'll be Viva Las Vegas, a lot of that.
Oh, I really doubt it. So we got, here's my list. Back in Black.
Oh, songs with colors. Okay,
Yes.
yeah.
So back, definite.
Yellow
Yeah.
Submarine. Painted
Great
Black.
song.
Black Betty.
Good song.
Purple Rain. Pretty Fly for a White Guy. Blackbird. Red by Sammy Hagar.
Well,
Goodbye Yellow Brick Road. Fields of Gold. I'm Blue.
You can do Green River.
Eiffel 66. No Crimson and Clover.
Let's see.
ooh, good song.
That's good. Good song.
Let's see. Let's see. We got Black or White by Michael Jackson. Blue Christmas by Elvis.
How about
Purple Haze. Lady in Red. Brown Eyed Girl. And
Good
Blue
song.
Suede Shoes.
what about Red by Sammy Hagar?
Got it. It was in the first
Okay.
group.
Okay.
Little Red Corvette.
Ooh, good one.
Yeah.
Blue
Oh, yeah,
Moon.
you had Purple Rain on there.
Nice by Artie Shaw.
Amen.
What was it called?
Purple People Eater.
Yeah, there
Purple
we go.
People Eater.
John, what did you say?
Green Eyes by
Yeah.
Artie Shaw.
Oh, yes. Oh, the Blue Eyes one about the devil. Who did?
Behind Blue Eyes.
Behind Blue Eyes.
Ah.
Nobody knows what it's like to be the bad man,
Oh, yes, we do.
to be the sad man.
Oh, yeah.
Behind a skill one kitchen.
Yep. Being in the kitchen makes my knees ache.
You could always put White Christmas in there.
Oh, yeah.
Christmas, good one.
Yeah.
Great movie. Awesome movie. Rented a theater for that one.
Yep.
Oh, that'd be so cool to see that.
What?
White Christmas at the movie theater. That's my.
We did that last
In
year.
the theater, yeah.
I missed that.
We did that.
Oh.
Yeah, we did that last year because Christmas time has a bunch of Christmas time movies, and it's a tradition with Catherine and I that we sit and watch White Christmas,
Yeah.
which the dancing in that movie,
Oh. Danny Kaye is
oh my
the
god.
bomb. My favorite old time actor is Danny Kaye. The guy can do anything. Sing, dance.
When he was
You name
doing,
it. Comedy.
what was it,
Oh my
Hans
God,
Christian
it's fun.
Andersen,
Yeah.
and he's just singing this song Inchworm.
hmm
He wasn't even doing nothing crazy, just singing that
Yeah.
song Inchworm, and it was haunting.
Yeah, it was funny. Yeah. Get it? Got it. Good.
Good.
Yeah.
Hey guys.
Awesome.
So take care.
Swamp Fox.
All right. See you,
See
Marion.
you later, Marion.
Okay.
See
Bye.
you later, Marianne.
See you at MosCon.
Thanks,
It was
guys.
awesome seeing you.
Week.
Okay.
And
Well,
now
I
I
think
know why you
of-
guys get a whole bunch of models to work on, so that when something's drying, you can do something else.
Yeah, that's why I'm painting minis now because I'm waiting for my sprue goo to dry.
Or to get wet.
Huh. I had to re-wet it to make it work. And then it's probably not even gonna dry until tomorrow. It takes a long time for this stuff to where I can sand it.
Yeah, that's the problem I have with that stuff.
Yeah. I mean, it works great. Don't get me wrong, but yeah. And then
Definitely
I'm
not
having
for
to
the
do all the.
impatient.
Yeah, it's definitely not for the impatient.
And I know you've probably answered this question 100 times
Oh.
on this show,
Nope.
Jim.
Well,
Dollar
it's a
store?
fidget. It's a fidget popper. I bought that at Every morning I stop at the gas station right there across from the hospital on 5th.
Yeah.
And I actually watched a video on YouTube. Not Uncle Nightshade, Uncle Adam, and he was talking about tools that are not necessarily made for modeling that people use, and he suggested this. It's silicone, it pops, so all this stuff that's in here now, when it dries, all I gotta do is, and the paint just pops out and I can throw it away. It's a silicone fidget popper.
And you
Now-
can get it probably at Five Below or Dollar Tree. Or...
Yeah, it's like $3. Yeah. So it beats these for sure. I mean, that's usually the go-to. Everybody uses those. But if you want a game changer in your painting, you got to go with a wet palette.
What is? Huh?
So basically, a wet palette, what it is. Hold on, let me make some right here.
What?
Yeah, kind of. So if you look, there's. Come on. Hold on. It is not cooperating. There we go. So this is the piece of parchment paper. That's all it is. Right?
Yeah.
This is just a small, thin piece of foam.
Mm-hmm.
And you lay it in a tray, and you can make one yourself. You just take like a bunch of paper towels and fold them up, and then get them wet. And then once this is wet, you lay this over it. You don't soak this. The water soaks up through it. It comes up through the bottom. And then you can put your paints on here. And not only does it automatically thin them, but it's great for mixing whatever. Now, there's two things you don't want to use with this. You don't want to use the speed paints with it because these are already translucent, and you
Very
put them
much
on
so.
here and it turns into water. It won't work. And you don't want to do like true metallics on this because then those heavy metallic particles will separate. But if you use like I use Tamiya paints, just these, and they work fantastic in this. That's why I got them.
Yeah.
But here anymore, I've been going with this over everything, just because it's easy to clean up, and I don't have
That
to
is
set it
so
up.
cool.
I just pull it out, and yeah, and then let's face it, it's fun to do the little poppy things.
Do the little poppy things.
I do. It's like popping what is it, bubble wrap? Yeah. Oh yeah. And they make big ones. They make some that are like that, but this is perfect for them. I got 1, 2, 3, 4. 25 holes.
And that's perfect because it ain't.
Oh,
you
I'll
can do
never
like
need any more than that.
Yeah.
I'll never need any more than that. Even when I'm doing the minis, like it even takes inks. Like I use acrylic inks for all my base work. I don't like to waste my black paint, so I just went out and bought some Taylor Brownie. You can get this stuff at Michael's. It's cheap. But
What are
it's
you working
acrylic
on there?
ink.
What is the mini you're doing right now?
This,
Oh, the Yanti soldier.
well, he's not a soldier. He is going to be a Yanti demigod.
Awesome.
Because my normal Yantis aren't that big. So I took him. This is a 3D print that I scaled up by 50%. Yeah.
Yes, that is
Yeah.
very awesome.
So my players are gonna be like, oh crap.
So was that the filament, or did you use resin?
No, I don't. I use resin. For miniatures, resin's the best.
Okay.
This is filament. This is a buddy of mine. This is filament. But he wants me to duplicate it in resin because and I don't know if my camera will pick it up. And you
The
see the lines in it?
Yeah.
Resin doesn't do that. Or it does, but it's really fine. Like
It's like
Here, this is,
microfine.
oh yeah. So my camera won't even be able to pick it up, but this is a basilisk. Yeah, it won't pick it up. I can see it, but I'm also on a magnifying glass. But yeah. But it allows me to print a lot of miniatures. I mean, I've got, those little part bins you can go and buy at Lowe's.
Yeah.
It's got the little drawers in them. I've got 2 of those, and they're overflowing. I'm literally, at one point, I was actually trying to 3D print the Monster Man. And I'm close.
That's an epic.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I never know. I have a random encounter table that I never know. I mean, I did an awesome purple worm. That's my chunky boy. He's about, I don't know. He's about twice the height of this guy. He's in 3 pieces, and that turned out really good. The dragon. I actually used the big dragon, the big green dragon.
Yep.
Yeah. And I've got all of the not the chromatics.
Metallics?
No. What's red? The red, blue, black, green. Are those the chromatics?
Those are chromatics. Yeah.
Yeah. So I've got all of those.
The true ones.
The true, yeah, red, blue, black, green.
None of the amethyst, purple, pink.
No.
All that crap.
No. I've got the Fizbane's book for that, and to me, it's just another color of dragon. You know. But like, one of my players, he is a warlock for, and I forgot her name, but she is the dragon goddess. They call her the Horde Mistress. That's his patron. No, it begins with an A. No, not the she's. I've got it here somewhere. I had it here somewhere.
Now you're making me search.
Asta crap.
Asta crap?
No, it's not Asta crap. Although that would be a great name for a, Asta crap. Is it? Not leather.
Applesauce.
Yeah, there we go.
Every time anyone says that, it's barbecue sauce. And that guy gets the bullseye in that football TV show.
Blue Mountain State?
No, not Blue Mountain State, because it's English football.
Oh.
And this American guy ends up coaching the team. Ted Lasso. And he's and he goes in there. They didn't ask questions like, Ted, did you play a lot of darts?
Astilabor. Astilabor. Astilabor is the dragon goddess of wealth and acquiring in the Forgotten Realms. She represents the desire of dragons to acquire and treasure wealth to gain status, and is therefore the archetype of dragonkin. She's usually depicted as a huge dragon with scales that shimmer like coins. In other words, you ever see a hologram? That's what she looks like. Yeah.
Oh.
Astilabor.
Astilabor.
Spell it again for me.
A-S Alpha Sierra Tango Igloo Lima Alpha Bravo Oscar Romeo.
Gesundheit.
Yeah. And a partridge in a pear tree and all that.
Uh-huh.
God, I haven't had to do the phonetic alphabet in a long time.
Oh, and she's neutral too. She's not evil.
Uh-huh. Yeah, she's not evil, but she's not good. So, I mean, when you think about a dragon, what is a dragon's main thing?
Horde.
Or a horde. That's literally what she's the goddess of. She doesn't like thievery, but she'll turn a blind eye to it as long as it,
Adds to her.
or adds to. It's not giving to her because it's kind of a catch-22. Because if you're like Dragonborn, and she's your patron or your god, if she's your goddess, you want to build as much wealth for yourself to honor her. Because if you give it to her, then you're giving away your hoard, and you'll lose favor.
So you've just, in one sentence, created a new character concept for me to play.
Yeah.
A paladin of this nature. This would be awesome.
Lou actually plays a Dragonborn. He's a red Dragonborn warlock, and that is his patron. She gives him the magical abilities.
Okay, guys.
As long as he's gathering hordes of gold.
You heading out, John?
I'm feeling some pumpkin like
Gotcha.
on here, so
All right.
I gotta
Pumpkin.
get out.
Yeah. John, you going to MozCon?
No, sorry.
Oh. Just,
Well, that's when is that? Next weekend?
yeah.
Yeah.
18th.
Yep.
Sorry.
Just say you need a
You see
ride.
something good, buy it for me.
Okay. If you need a ride, we give you a ride.
That's all right.
All right. All right, man. Have a
See you
good
guys
week.
later. Yeah.
All right, have a good one, John.
See you,
Have
John.
an awesome one, my brother.
Yeah, we're leaving Thursday morning-ish.
Okay.
Good. We have to drop the dog off.
What about the cat?
Oh, we cats are self-sufficient. They keep fending for them damn self.
Oh, wow. Have you read this whole dogma
Yes.
of
I printed it out for
she
her.
hates Tiamat?
Oh yeah, hates her. Because a lot of people consider her to be the goddess of greed, and Tiamat does it openly, and she don't like it. I mean, she hates Tiamat as much as a neutral entity could hate anything, really. But yeah, I stumbled because we couldn't, he wanted to go like really old school, and I'm like, well, there's always the old ones. There's always, the great old ones. There's, Cthulhu and all the ones that are really hard to pronounce. And he's like, but I'm a Dragonborn. I'm like, let me look it up. And then I stumbled upon her. I'm like, bingo.
A Dragonborn worshipping a great old one.
Well, yeah, why not?
Zazaroth. Dragonborn kind of looks like a Shrubnagra, so that would be kind of cool.
What was the Egyptian mummy?
Nara
I
Lepetef?
can never
Marduk
No, what was it?
Nara Lepetef.
Epitaph.
Yeah.
or left. That's what we need to do. We'll do one episode.
Never pronounced that.
Best Cthulhu old ones.
Dagon.
Hey, all my Dragonborns are all my blue Dragonborns are always called Dagon.
That's my favorite one.
I like Dagon, Marduk.
I like Cthulhu.
I used to have the Necronomicon that had the 50 names of Marduk in it.
I'm actually reading. What's the? I got a collection of Lovecraft stories. I just got done with the one where the sailor goes crazy because he finds the lair of Dagon, and then now I'm reading the one about this Egyptian mummy dude.
Oh, I like that one.
Yeah. I like his writing style. He's very, it's not Tolkien. It's very correct. He's a great wordsmith. He knows, he's one of those writers that, like Tolkien, whenever I read Tolkien, I have to have a dictionary with me.
Mm-hmm.
Because inevitably there's going to be a word that he puts out there that I will not know what it means.
Well, his job
That's
before he was
rare.
an Arthur was he was a linguist.
Right.
That's why he came up with the
You know-
entire Elvish. He came up with his own language.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
he's
It doesn't he at the end of the books? He has like a little
Yes.
yeah.
glossary
Mm-hmm.
for
Yes.
terms.
Yes.
They're hard to find if you get like I've got the hardback editions of The Hobbit, Lord of the Rings, and it's also in the Silmarillion too. The hardback edition of the Silmarillion. He's got basically you could learn because he's got phonetic spelling where you can actually pronunciate it, but yeah, I'm just never that into it. But I'm more into the history of it. There's so much history there. You know, they talk about
Lore is
Golem.
into the lore.
I am. it sounds weird, but I am. Because there's a lot of it. And he originally started that as telling stories to his children. And I'm like, your kids must be... No wonder they fell asleep. I mean, that would have put me to sleep. Which I guess is the point. But thank God for J.R.R. Tolkien. We would not have half the stuff we have out there now without him.
Him and C.S. Lewis.
I am a fan of Narnia, although it's, and I'm sorry, Matt, but it's a little too religious based for me.
A little preachy.
A little preachy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's known for being that way.
It's like, I mean, like was it the movie Avatar? Love it. Love the movie. Love the story. But to me, it was just Dances with Wolves all over again.
Because that's exactly what it was. Frame for frame.
Yeah,
Dances with
It
Blue
was
People.
a CGI Dances with Wolves.
it was. It really was.
Dances with Blue People.
Yeah.
Dances with
Yeah.
Blue People.
Yes.
Dances with Blue
Did
People.
anyone see the second one?
No.
No.
No, I didn't like the first one, so
What?
I liked the 3D of the first one. It was the first 3D movie that I went to that I could actually perceive the 3D. Because most 3D movies, since I knocked myself out over at friggin' B&B Games, I don't perceive depth perception very well.
Yeah. Well, there were two things about the movie that I really, really enjoyed. The story was, I liked, okay, so three things. Sigourney Weaver, loved her character in that. I absolutely loved her, because I love her. I think she's awesome. The flying bird lizard thingies, can't remember their name. Love those. And then I want one of the Colonel's mechs. I want
I
to be able
believe
to
those
do one.
mechs are on your STL body,
They
game
are.
body thing.
They are. No, I want one in real life. I want to be able to
So
take
would
them
I.
to work.
Because if that
You're gonna fire
happens,
me? Yeah,
I want a
no.
Veritech.
No, I saw that and I was like, ooh.
I want in Guardian mode.
And I mean, who wouldn't, love the Colonel? I mean, that guy, awesome. I enjoyed the movie. I'm surprised you didn't like it, Matt.
it just wasn't for me. I'm not too into the fantasy genre.
Would that be fast? I guess it would be a little
It would be considered fantasy, space fantasy.
sci-fi.
Yeah,
you
like
know.
sci-fi. And I'm very
Just like
picky about my
Dune.
sci-fi.
Have you seen both movies of Dune?
No, it's too slow.
Really?
So I almost made a mistake, and my kids called me out on it. So they just released the scene from Dune 2 where Paul confronts the Emperor, by the way, who's Christopher Walken.
Yeah.
Love the walk.
And believe it or not, he actually does a really good job.
He stays true. He's a great actor. But when the new Paul kind of comes down there and jumps down and he spins and he's yelling, and I'm like going, man, he's just acting like a rock star. That I remember in the original Dune, Fedor Ul was Sting. So I was like, yeah, I guess I can't really argue.
Yeah.
That's not my point to argue.
So here's the thing. I've seen both the 80s version, and I love the 80s version of the Dune. A lot of people hated it, but I actually like that version of it.
It came out, that weekend it came out, you had View to a Kill come out.
Yeah.
You had The Last Starfighter came out.
Yeah, which was not that great.
And there was another sci-fi movie that came out that weekend. That's the only reason why Dune didn't get the reception that it did.
Well, it didn't follow the book. So he actually won because his sister, she was never supposed to be in it. That's why she's not in either one of these movies. You see a very brief glimpse of her at the very end of the second movie because it's holds true to the book. Paul could communicate with his sister in utero. And again, I'm all about the lore. But she had not been born yet.
You're also talking about a situation where up until, we started getting the Tolkien movies, special edition, if you're going to do like Dune and all of its stuff, you're talking two six-hour movies.
Yeah, well, you're looking at least 6 movies. And it depends on how far you want to go. I mean, if you go all the way through, because if you go all the way to the end, what is it, Messiah of Dune, and then Children of Dune, or whatever it is at the very end, it spans almost 10,000 years. That whole story is 10,000 years long. By the third book, Paul Atreides is long dead. So much for being a Kwisatz Haderach. He's long dead. So, it's actually him and Chani's son that becomes that weird mutant worm. It's a worm-human hybrid. They become, it's a hybrid of a human and Shai-Hulud. Which I love that name. I mean, Frank Herbert? Yeah, Frank Herbert. Amazing writer. I mean, that was in my junior and senior English class. Those books, the first 3 books, and then The Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit were required reading. That was the English class. We read those books, and then we were required to talk about them during class. So somebody was grooming me to be a nerd. Thank God.
So I've been focused on what's going on here, and I've been neglecting George in the chat. So I'm sorry, George. George says, for Jim, I am Delore. To quote Stallone.
I am Delore. That is awesome.
Let's see. He says for Avatar, the mechs are the star of that show for him. And
Agreed.
He said, did you all see the story that the whole story was ripped from a sci-fi book from the 1960s and 70s, and the author was trying to sue? He said, Blue People, The Tree of Life,
didn't know that.
and Human Invaders were all ripped from another book.
Like Corey said, it's literally Dances with Wolves in space.
Yes.
I was so mad at the end of that movie.
And it literally was.
I'm like, this is such plagiarism.
Well, and I like the way they did it, and let's face it, James Cameron has changed the way movies are made, just like George Lucas did when Star Wars came out.
Yes.
So now you don't even need to have think about how you could make a movie on the cheap now, because you don't need costumes, you don't need props, you just need actors wearing ball suits. And
you don't really need
that. A lot of CGI. And you don't really need that either. Well, you do kind of need that if you want it to look right. So if you want it to be well done, next, he's talking about remaking Titanic because he's such a stickler for it, he thinks he got it wrong. the ship did not sink vertically like he said, and now he wants to go back and change it to where it's now at the 30 to 35 degree angle that they say it now did. And I'm like, dude, leave it alone.
Yeah,
You know what?
Cares.
You know what was so cool about James
Well,
Cameron?
he does. He's the only one that cares, so leave it alone.
You heard about the thing from Neil Tyson deGrasse about James Cameron, right?
Yeah, I did.
That was awesome. That he was the only film director to contact him about, I need this night sky on the night of
Yeah.
this location.
And he got it too.
Yep, that's it.
I love how they can do that. I wanna see, like, was it Wendy actually turned me on to Andy Weir, the guy that wrote The Martian.
Yep.
And he wrote another one called Hail Mary. And if you have not read this book, this is very cerebral, true to life sci-fi, but awesome. And I want to see a movie of this. And I'd like to see Matt Damon do that one too. I think Matt Damon knocked The Martian out of the park. I love that movie.
I'm going to go with, if you have an interesting plot line that Matt Damon kind of likes, he'll do your movie.
He did all right.
Oh, yeah, but what I'm saying is like, okay, he's in movies and you don't even realize he's in movies.
Right.
Because, like, what was it, Thor Ragnarok?
Yeah.
He did a bit part in Thor Ragnarok.
Yeah. Well, he was with, what's the other guy that's always with him?
Ben Affleck.
Ben Affleck was in that too. And then, Sam something, the Jurassic Park dude was in that.
Sam Neill.
Yeah, Sam Neill. He was in that too.
Where was Sam Neill?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know.
Where was Sam Neill?
Oh, he was.
Why was Sam Neill? No.
He was. Who's Gamora? Loki putting on.
Oh.
Yeah, that was him.
Okay.
Yeah, that was him.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
And I have to promote it again for anyone that has Disney Plus.
Mm.
X-Men 97,
Oh, I've already seen
especially the very last episode of the season.
it. Yeah, I've seen it.
Oh my gosh. First time you actually see what an Omega level mutant can do.
Hmm. I thought Jean Grey was Omega level.
She is.
Okay.
She is.
Or Dark
Which one?
Phoenix.
Are we talking about?
You're talking about.
There's the Goblin Queen.
Dark Phoenix.
Dark Phoenix, and that's the Phoenix Force.
Well, she's an Omega level.
When
I believe. Well, if you
power.
listen to the movies, Magneto was supposed to be an Omega level, and then I think Apocalypse wasn't he an Omega level?
So Apocalypse is an Omega level. Magneto is an Omega level.
That's what I thought.
Okay. Charles Xavier's son is an Omega. Because he ends up being the guy that can bend time and reality.
Mm-hmm.
Aura, I can never pronounce Storm. Aurora. She's an Omega. They don't even know if she's really a mutant or not. They're still saying that she may be an actual god of the elements.
No, she's a mutant. It depends on which. It depends on which origin story you follow. But
Well, if you even follow the one in this
in the movies,
timeline, in the show, in X-Men 97, she got hit with the ray that eliminated every little bit of her mutant abilities out of her, and she ends up talking to this demon spirit that gets her powers back. So you got to go with, okay, and she fights that spirit and wins and ends up getting all of her storm powers back. Sorry for the spoiler, Matt.
That's all right. It'll be a while before I watch.
Yeah, and you definitely definitely don't want to watch it with Aiden.
Right. That's what I was told.
Well, listen.
No, it's not necessarily.
Hold on. How old is Aiden now?
12.
It's not the adult the relationship scenes that that would have an issue. The brutality of the series. I mean, they ain't joking about killing off people left and right, and they kill people off not pretty.
Well, I mean, if he's ever read a comic book here lately, then welcome to the jungle. I mean, that's how it is. Well, you should see what they're you should see what they're doing to DC.
I have.
DC is like, hey,
well, they made Robin and Superman, or the son of Superman, are now gay. Yeah. It's weird.
The views and comments to express those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have as much of a problem as the fact that, especially with like Spider-Man now.
Yeah, I saw that too.
They're really delving into a young Peter Parker with a lot of adult female leads.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
they like playing on the Black Cat, Mary Jane, that whole triangle thing, and I'm just like, come on.
Yeah.
Spider-Gwen?
Spider-Gwen, yeah.
So George says
is actually
George says 3 Body Problem is worth watching or reading.
Yes.
So he says interesting plot.
I will endeavor to watch that then. Because I watched the whole Love, Death, and Robots thing that I think Jim turned me onto that, and
love those.
That was amazing.
Those are awesome. Those shorts. And if you watch the first one where they're doing the fighting,
yeah.
Oh God, I love those.
My
or the robots that are taking the tour of the apocalyptic Earth,
ran by cats.
Ran by cats. I love those, and they have a season 2 that I have not seen yet.
The best one I saw was the one with the soldiers in the Afghan war and their werewolves.
Yes. Yeah.
That was hardcore.
That was good. That was good.
We've talked about this before on the show.
I know. Sorry, we're kind of nerding out right now.
Hey, it's all part of it. I'm making seatbelts out of lead wire.
One of these game days, I'm going to buy a bunch of cheap sugary cereal, some milk, and everybody's got to come to the first session in jammies, and we're just going to use that big TV that no one's using and watch, like, the entire beginning. Super Friends, or I was thinking Dungeons & Dragons, the animated series.
I got it on DVD.
Do you really?
Yep.
And
do you really?
The fanfic made ending of the Dungeons & Dragons.
I've seen that. Where they
end it?
Hey Matt, would you let me borrow the animated D&D DVDs?
I'm gonna have to say this. I will have to find them, but if I find them, yes, I would let you borrow them.
Oh.
I mean, that's what we watched before the Dungeons & Dragons Honor Among Thieves movie.
Oh yeah.
Is we were watching episodes of Dungeons & Dragons the cartoon series on the theater, which, by the way, the D&D cartoon on a big screen.
Yeah.
Not a bad thing.
Not a bad.
But it does let you know that animation back then on a big screen is definitely not the same
pixelated.
On screen.
Very pixelated.
Yes.
Matt, and the Dungeon Master is Yoda without the ears. Bring that on.
I think the episode we saw was Eye of the Beholder.
Old D&D cartoon.
Favorite episode would have to be the Dragon's Graveyard.
Have you never seen it?
Watched it again. I enjoyed old D&D.
Yeah, it has it on DVD. Somewhere.
I used to have it on you.
Tyler had it on DVD.
Is that the wife?
That's what she said.
Oh,
It's not anymore, but
she's moving up
she's
some
still
notches.
awesome for just having it.
She's moving it up some notches. I knew there was a geek hiding in there somewhere.
oh no, she's totally a nerd.
Yeah.
Well,
I think there are a few more statements, and she may pass you on the scale of geekdom.
It ain't hard to beat it.
I'll bring that on.
On you, Jim, that's a different.
Yeah, I'm ready to defend my geekdom, baby.
I even can't think of the word. Not succeed. Not succumb.
Succeed.
Yeah, I will make. I say that you take the crown on that above me.
Yeah, because
He's very into anime, so that's that sector.
So the
of
question is,
nerddom.
she's in anime. Is she into good anime?
Her favorite's Yu Yu Hakusho.
never heard of it.
So you should watch it.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the anime I watch. I'm a huge fan of Robotech. God, I love Macross. I absolutely love it.
That's what George is watching right now.
Yeah, I love it. Absolutely love it. It is.
Southern Cross was good too.
I'm not a fan of Gundam at all. I don't like it. I don't like it. Area 88, what then turned into the UN Squadron. I love that for the artwork. If you look at the animation of the aircraft in there, it is spot on perfect. Yeah, it's just hard to find. I looked up on Crunchyroll. I looked on a bunch of them, and I can't find this series anywhere. And to buy it, it's like $90. So I'm like, no.
I am still
If you're
going
okay
to
with
always promote my
questionably
delicious
legal
dungeon.
websites, I can find it for you.
Well, okay. It's an anime series called Area 88.
Area 88.
Area 88.
Give me like 10 minutes later with my laptop, I'll find it.
Okay, I'd be down for that. And then Akira, love Akira. Ghost in the Shell, I can never get through that. I get about halfway through and then I end up falling asleep. To me, it's just boring. It is. Some of the newer stuff that Netflix was doing, like I watched the new Voltron, and I was throwing stuff at the TV because that just sucks. I love the original Voltron, and I would consider that to be anime.
It is.
Was it?
Though it's made in
Okay.
St. Louis.
The older Voltron?
Yeah.
St. Louis is the home for the production company of Voltron, yes.
Oh, far out. I didn't know that. But I love the old school. And I'll form the head. Yeah, great. The new one was horrible. And then I actually... Was that one Housed Moving Castle?
Howl's Moving Castle by
Great
Studio
movie.
Ghibli.
Great movie. And then I saw one just the other day where, and I can't remember the name of it to save my life. Was it Curran Logan? I like that one, but that got a little weird at the end, and I stopped watching it, and I'm just like, no. No, this one had like Teddy Roosevelt, where the Nazis, it was very steampunky. It was War of the Worlds, Goliath. Awesome. If you have not seen War of the Worlds Goliath, it's an anime. It's basically taking the War of the Worlds story, but we win because they have giant fighting mechs fighting the tripods. Awesome.
I will check that out. But again,
Yeah.
for a wholesome, not bad, friendly anime, Delicious in Dungeon is hilarious.
Well, if you want
for
something
not-
that Aiden can watch One Punch Man, it'll probably pull it off. But I was never a fan of that. I don't, yeah. And then
I'm waiting for the new season.
what is
Saitama is awesome.
I tried. I watched like the whole first season, and I'm like, Nah, it's like Dragon Ball. I wanted to like Dragon Ball. I wanted to like Dragon Ball. But when it takes 3 episodes to even start a fight, nah.
I'm assuming you've never watched an episode of Yu-Gi-Oh?
I've seen 1. And I just want to give that kid a haircut. See, exactly. That's exactly the face I had while watching that. I just want to give him a haircut and burn all of his cards.
One contest takes a season.
Right. I mean, seriously?
Yeah.
Pokemon got it right. You know, they do multiple fights. And look, I'm not a fan of Pokemon at all, but you know, that's probably why I don't like Gundam either.
So George says he remembers the Area 88 arcade game. He says he recommends
UN Squadron.
He said he recommends the Wind Rises.
Yes.
And he said also Macross Plus, 4 parts, and is the anime Top Gun. And he has it on DVD.
Yeah.
Macross Plus was a great, and the music in that is amazing.
Yeah. And I'm even a fan of like Naruto. I like Naruto. Oh yeah. The first season was great, but then it went a little weird after that. But I am a huge fan of Avatar: The Last Airbender. I've got now those I have on DVD. I've got that and the Korra saga all on DVD. And I love Aang and I love those. Those were awesome. And I'm not gonna lie, I was a fan of the sister. I was a fan of the sister.
The lightning bender?
Yeah. I liked her. I thought, she's nuttier and...
But that's just it. You kind of like that kind of crazy.
Oh, yeah. I'm definitely all about the crazy.
Little bit crazy on you.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, she was, I wanted to burn the other side of what's-his-name's face. I didn't like him at all. Uncle Iroh, God rest his soul. Love him.
When he was sitting by the tree and in the sunlight he just started singing the song.
Yeah, saw that. Yeah, great. And then I don't know about anybody else, but Katara, she just, yeah.
I like Gatchaman.
Made me think the wrong thing.
What'd you think of Battle of the Planets? G-Force. Gatchaman.
Oh yeah.
Loved it.
Yeah. With the wingsuits and the little beak visors.
So,
yeah.
When those came out, I mean, I wouldn't do it now because I feel like Tiny more than I would feel like Keith, but you don't know how many times me and my brother and our cousins got together and tried to do the whirlwind pyramid and just friggin' blew ourselves apart.
Well, nobody wanted to be Tiny because you end up being the looking fat guy, and and it seems like they always have one. Voltron had
Kia.
Yeah. There's always a token fat guy, a token midget, and then there's the 2 good-looking guys that always end up not liking each other. I just now summed up almost every anime from the 80s and the 90s.
Yes, you did.
I'm gonna check his geek cred. What anime/cartoon had the most violent intro with the most fatalities of one cartoon?
Well, let's see. The Japanese are never really shying away from death.
And this was in the States. I mean, it was a Japanese show, but it was you got to see it a bunch in the States.
Honestly, because I was never really into anime that much, I probably don't know what it is. So hit me with it.
Speed Racer.
No way.
Yep. There's like 46 people who died.
Well, that's it. No, stop for a minute. Stop for a second. That's if you're, are you counting the fact that every time one of the cars crashed, that people die?
Yeah. They made it very evident that that's what was happening.
No. I mean, look how many times Racer X has actually crashed. Fireball, by the way, and he comes back. He's there next week.
Plot armor.
Well, whatever. It doesn't matter.
They call Acrobat Team. The guy got bumped in the
I
front
know.
wheel of the car acrobat team, and his car blew up, and everybody died.
But here's the thing: do you really call Speed Racer anime?
Yeah.
It was originated
Would you?
in Japan.
Yeah, say
It's its original show. It's anime, and we don't
I
speak
love
of
it.
any of the remakes.
Oh no, we don't talk about the movies because
Yeah, no.
that's.
But I like that. Well, there was Ninja High School, which was awesome. Project Keiko,
Ruby.
Oh yeah,
Love
Ruby
Ruby.
was actually not too bad.
Yeah.
You're talking about the new show Ruby?
RWBY. Yeah.
Yeah. Have you seen the one where it's there's the combo with it's the DC characters and Ruby
No.
mixed?
No, because they stopped making. What was it? Who's that? Those were made by Titmouse, and they stopped making them. I've only seen season 1.
If you got Max and you go on to the DC channel, there's an episode of Ruby that's on there where it's a crossover between the Justice League Unlimited and Ruby, which is and the League gets turned into kids.
Really?
Yeah. Ooh, looky.
It's like crap.
Did you
Is
say
that the model
tastes
that you
like
were-
crap?
No, it fits like crap.
Oh, I'm like, did you just eat it?
I mean, it tastes like plastic.
Oh, yeah.
Hey,
That's what I-
leave all the consumption stuff to me, man. Come on, guys.
Open the door.
All right, so catching up on what George has to say. He says Battle of the Planets was his first anime. He said, Jim, you missed Bubblegum Crisis.
Bubblegum. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Bubblegum Crisis.
Oh yeah.
He also said Speed Racer and Astro Boy count as anime.
Astro Boy.
Yeah,
Really?
it's originally that aired in Tokyo. Yeah.
I mean, there's always if you're really into weird, long out drawn drama stories, there's Full Metal Alchemist. I fall asleep during those. I can't do
Full
it.
Metal Brotherhood is good, and the movie was really good.
Damn it. Darn it. Crap. Okay. Stop.
Holy mackerel! There are a ton of Dune movies, or Dune books.
Oh yeah. There's what 10, 12,
Oh.
16.
So it goes the Blutarian Jihad, which is the prequels to Dune, called the Legends of Dune was a trilogy. Great Schools of Dune was a trilogy. Then Prelude to Dune, prequel trilogy, Heroes of Dune series,
Mhm.
the Caladan trilogy, Dune, which was out in 1965.
So that's
Dune
where
Messiah,
you really start.
1969.
The Dune Messiah, Children of Dune.
And then Hero Dune. God, the Emperor.
Is what's her name? The Fremen woman that is his girlfriend, Johnny. Their son, Johnny. Yeah.
Modi. My name is a killing word.
See, they didn't even touch on that in the movies, the new movies.
Heretics of Dune,
Heretics of Dune.
Chapter House Dune, Hunters of Dune, and Sandworms of Dune, and the last series that was put out was Heroes of Dune's the most recent one with a book that just released in 2023.
And see, that's what I'm saying. That whole saga, we're talking about a millennia, at least,
Easily.
at the very least. You know, by the time you get to the end of the book, Paul Atreides is not even mentioned.
I am going to have to take a stand back because I realize that some of these are not novels; these are comic books.
Yeah, no, they have to be that. So, Dune Messiah, God Emperor of Dune, Children of Dune, these are all the books. if you're following the Paul Atreides storyline.
Yeah.
But by the time you get to God Emperor of Dune, I mean, we're talking about 10,000 years, and it's really the fall of the Bene Gesserit sisterhood, because you find. Well, I'm not going to say it. If you guys have never read it, you need to read it, because I'm not going to ruin it. I'm not going to do the spoilers then.
Oh, that would be the reason why I never read that book. Okay. I was looking at, when we started talking about that, all of a sudden Mist of Avalon started coming up in my head.
Great book. Or the Rift War saga. What is it? The Daughter of the Empire series. That's a trilogy, actually. That was oh God.
I saw the miniseries.
Oh, the Rift War saga?
The one was on television?
Oh, that was for the the Swords trilogy.
Yep.
That was horrible.
Yes, it was.
Horrible. Horrible.
Sometimes you got to read something horrible so you can appreciate the better things in life.
I don't remember who wrote that. It wasn't R.A. Salvatore. Margaret Weiss was a part of that. Oh.
Margaret?
Well, she was a part of the. She co-wrote, I think, either the Rift War saga or Daughters of the Empire trilogy. And I'm trying to remember the other guy who wrote it. With her. I got him. Oh, wait a minute. I got him right here. Hold on. Duh. Okay, so I got to get through all my Anne McCaffrey stuff.
George says there's a great Speed Racer kit out there, and let's see, some anime movies. Spriggan, Ninja Scroll, and Wicked City.
Ninja Scroll is good. Vampire Hunter D is good. If you want a modern day anime that's Netflix, the actual Castlevania series is
really that. I did like it.
It's hilarious. Trevor Belmont.
I thought, he's a drunk.
All the time.
All the time.
Alucard.
Yeah, they made him he was ambiguously homosexual. I don't understand that.
But that was given to the lore because at one point, Alucard's lived for a long time.
Okay, so I was wrong. The Rift War saga and the Daughter of the Empire trilogy was written by Raymond Feist, Feist, and Janie Wertz.
Not familiar with either of them.
Yeah. Raymond Feist, he wrote
The Dude Abides.
He wrote the whole Rift War saga. Janie Wertz came on and did the trilogy with him, and it basically picks up, because the Rift War saga is about humans and a people that they call the Serani. The Serani don't use metal; they use wood. That is, they have a way to make wood into like metal. They can sharpen it; it's strong like metal. But that's what the rift. It's a rift in different planes that go back and forth. You never really hear about the Serani much until you read the Daughter of the Empire series, and then it's really what they are all about. They're very feudal Japanish. Great. If you haven't ever read the series, definitely highly recommend it.
I will add it to the many lists of things people keep throwing on my book read thing.
Right. Mine's getting long too.
Yeah. Oh.
My jam right now has been poetry.
What is that?
What is that?
Dodo.
Nice.
It's vinyl, by the way.
Because the vinyl. On vinyl.
Here's the one
the original album wasn't it? There it is. That's the one that Africa was on. Yeah.
Nice.
Took both of these up at River City in Washington. I hadn't put that one away yet.
You know what you should do? You should do a video of your vinyl stash.
It's all on my Facebook. I have a photo album of all my vinyl.
Do they have do they have like a stash mate for vinyl? Like stalemates for vinyl?
Yeah, Discogs.com is kind of like that, but they never did really catalog vinyl back in the day, so it's hard to figure out exactly when. I've gone down that rabbit hole, and it's way too much work.
Yeah. So, do you go to vintage vinyl and all that a lot?
Very rarely, because I don't like going downtown.
Okay. So, I have a mission for you if you choose to accept it. Since you're a vinyl guy. If you can find me a decent copy of this in vinyl.
What is it?
Are you serious?
Heavy metal?
Yeah.
Is that a compilation?
In good condition?
Well,
yeah.
In better condition than this. These are unplayable. They got caught in the flood, and I just can't seem to get rid of them. I can't give them up. But it's not a compilation. It's a soundtrack from the movie.
Oh.
But, yeah, it's got Black Sabbath, Blue Oyster Cult, Cheap Trick, Devo, Donald Fagen, of all people, Don Felder, Grand Funk Railroad, Sammy Hagar, Journey, Nazareth, Stevie Nicks, Trust, Riggs. There's some really good music on this. Oh, I am dead of earth. So, yeah, can't stand there all day with my door hanging out. Big. Now, there's a movie that you should own. I have this on video and on DVD. Yeah.
Not Matt 1, but Matt 2 definitely.
You don't have you ever seen this movie, Matt 1?
I have.
You don't like it?
Was not my favorite.
Well, when you're realizing that this is just stories taken from the magazine.
I know.
Yeah. This shaped my childhood.
That explains
I was 11
lots.
when I saw this movie.
That explains a lot.
Right. I was 11 when I saw the movie. And
That
I'm like,
explains a whole lot.
That's what those are.
What's that? Good night, Borg.
Yeah. That did. Well, that did it.
Pretty.
Oh, God. My favorite one. We can't be married to you. How come you home and you're screwing the toaster?
Yeah. George
And I
says,
demand
have
we
you
have a
seen the
Jewish
animated
wedding."
Lord of the Rings, though?
Yo, I have, which one?
Are
Which
we
one?
talking?
The
By-
rotoscoped one?
By Bakshi?
Bakshi?
Oh, Basque.
Yes.
Yes, Rankin and Bass.
Rankin and Bass. No, I want it though.
The Hobbit.
The Hobbit, the Rankin
And then
and
they
Bass.
have
No,
Return of
Rankin
the
and
King.
Bass did one. They did the Return of the King, where there's a whip. There's a way.
Which got cut out of the Western version.
It did. But then they had the other one that was the rotoscope version, where the Balrog was just some big dude in a Viking helmet.
Yep.
That was horrible. I'm sorry, that was horrible.
Frodo of the
The
Nine
Nine Fingers and the Ring of Doom. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
is that a
Rankin and
double
Bass.
album?
It is.
Okay.
It is. If you can
Rankin
find
and
that
Bass
for
had
me,
a bunch of really good ones.
tell me. The Last Unicorn?
Well, Last Unicorn's a whole different level. Just the sound. You have America doing your soundtrack.
Yeah. What was the one about the Wizards? Love
Wizards
that movie.
with
Love
Peace?
that movie. Yeah.
The assassin
Well-
robot named Peace.
Let's face it, we weren't watching it for the robot.
There's a decent
Here's a
copy
little-
on eBay for $45.
What? I didn't
Yeah.
think about that.
Oh, but I would be
I'd say-
scared, man.
I
I'd
paid
be
$45
scared
for
on
that.
eBay.
I have eBayed many a LP.
Does it say it's playable though?
Yeah. Listed and been rated as very good condition.
Nice.
It has pictures of the record too, and it does not look scratched up.
That's cool. I know what's on my better.
I think it's old, so yeah.
I just typed in heavy metal movie soundtrack vinyl and it popped up. There's a few on here.
Okay, just to show my
Most
age.
of them are pretty outrageously priced.
I have been in search of that album forever and I never even thought to look it up online.
Working in a coal mine, going
I love that
down.
from Devo.
Yep, and then you see me now, a veteran of a thousand psychic wars.
Yeah.
My energy
Love that.
spent at last. And
I'd actually like to see a story based on that song. I want to see
I would like to see that cartoon redone in modern. Oh yeah.
No.
Oh yeah.
No. You'd ruin it. It'd be ruined.
Well, you couldn't have half the cast because you couldn't. Most of the cast of that movie was SCTV's cast.
Well, that movie came out in 75, 76.
I know I was just a kid.
Yeah, well, yeah. So I was 69, 72, 13, 74, 75. So yeah, 76, 77. I was 10 when that movie came out. I saw it when I was 11. So
81.
It did not come out in 81.
Heavy Metal, the original Heavy Metal came out in 1981.
I'm not talking about Fact 2.
We're not talking. We do not speak of fuck.
Fact
2 does not.
Fact, not the other word. But I have that one too. Anyway, the reason that we didn't see it on video until the 90s was because all the artists were fighting over rights for the artwork. But yeah, I love that movie. Every now and again, I'll pop it in. I love that movie. And it's good for 'em.
That's a great. Oh my gosh, Jim! There is a great diorama that you should do. The title sequence when the space shuttle opens its door, orbiting Earth, and the 1960 Corvette comes out.
Oh my God! Is that? Hold on! Don't tell me! That looks like the Seinfeld set.
Yeah, it is.
Oh my God! In the Lego version.
Yeah, my buddy John gifted this to me.
Wow.
As a wedding present, I guess. And I had built it the other week.
That's awesome.
Best sitcom of all time.
If I was gonna do a diorama of something from heavy metal, it would either be
That was rigged. That was the first song that was played.
Yeah, it was too easy. I think I would do where they pick up the Lochnar from the Pentagon, where you got the spaceship over the Pentagon, the smiley face spaceship. Yeah, and as they're flying through space after they do the Plutonium-9 board, you see Voyager, you see
so beautiful and so dangerous.
Yeah. Yeah.
So Dr. Anrak.
Yeah. Pretty.
Oh, guys, I'm feeling so skinny myself.
Look at this dude. He's amped.
Ulutek. Cthulhu spelled backwards.
Yep.
So I'm going to end it on this when we get over. George says, how about that Leonard Nimoy Hobbit song, The Ballad of Bilbo Baggins?
Love it.
Bilbo Baggins. Yep.
Love it. Bilbo Baggins.
Only 3 feet tall.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it.
All right.
All those 60s, 70s chicks.
Poor Leonard.
With the dance.
Mr. Nimoy. Oh, yeah, the 60s. Yeah. Go-go dancers. But he hated when people would mention that song.
All right. So let's get off this, guys. Hey, YouTubes. We'll see you next week. Model on. And always, I'm Matt.
I'm Matt.
And you've been joined by Corey and Jim, the Not Matts. We'll catch you next week. Model on, guys. Bye-bye.